Tonight from Mount Diablo High School in Concord, it's the second round of the North Coast Section playoffs as the Foothill Falcons battle the Ygnacio Valley Warriors. Hi again, everybody. I'm Reza Sadeghi, and glad you could join us tonight for the North Coast Section playoffs on AT&T Broadband East Bay High School Game of the Week. Joining me tonight is Bill Kolb, and Bill, tonight is Foothill against Ygnacio Valley. And what can you tell us about these two teams here tonight?
Well, Reza, tonight we're going to see two very similar offensive attacks. Ygnacio Valley comes at you with what they call a double wing, which is a primarily misdirection-oriented running attack. Similarly, Foothill is going to come at you with a wing T, also a misdirection running attack. So what we're going to see tonight is two teams playing the same basic offensive scheme and seeing who has the better plan. On defense, both play tough, scrappy, aggressive defense. So we'll see who's better prepared for this game tonight.
Foothill a week ago beat Bishop O'Dowd 28-7, while Ygnacio Valley took care of California 35-27. Now, what will be the keys to victory here tonight?
Well, Reza, tonight, as in any big playoff game, the difference is going to be who makes the most mistakes. The team that plays the cleanest game is going to win tonight. It's going to come down to turnovers and special teams tonight because they're so evenly matched on offense and on defense. So whoever's cleanest is going to win it.
Well, it's cool and crisp, and it should be a good one. And we'll be back with the opening kickoff right after these messages.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.
Back at Mount Diablo High School in Concord is the North Coast Section second round 3A style. The winner here tonight will advance to the finals against Granada. Granada last night, 33-14 victors over Clayton Valley in what was a pretty good game, Bill.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a great game to see. I'm sorry I missed it. Clayton Valley had a really good season this year in the BVAL. And, of course, Granada, just a powerhouse in their league. That was a great matchup. And I think probably the team with the better offense won that game, and it should be an interesting matchup no matter who moves on to face them from this game.
And tonight's game, Foothill against Ygnacio Valley, two of the best coaches in the East Bay. Tim Murphy, perhaps coaching maybe his final game at Ygnacio Valley before moving on to Fresno to coach Clovis West, one of the premier schools in all of California as far as football goes. And when you talk about Foothill, the Falcons, it always starts with their head coach, Matt Sweeney. He's been there for a long time. Certainly one of the most well-respected coaches in the Bay Area.
Oh, you're right, Reza. I think you ask anybody around the Bay Area about Matt Sweeney and what he's done at Foothill, and they've got nothing but good things to say. And there you just had a look at YV's coach, Tim Murphy, who leaves after turning this team into a real threat to win the league every year. They've done a tremendous job, his whole staff, at turning that program around from a perennial loser to a team that's always in the hunt.
Ygnacio Valley has won the toss. The Warriors have elected to receive. The Falcons will kick the ball off. The Foothill Falcons against the Ygnacio Valley Warriors. A nice kick, high end over end, but it's short, and one of the up men calls for a fair catch for Ygnacio. And so the Warriors will set up shop at about the 20 31-yard line, first down and 10. Both running teams, both run variations of the wing T, so it should be a fun game to watch on the ground anyway.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of trouble finding out who has the ball in the first moments of every play tonight, Reza, because they run such a good misdirection, both teams, that it's hard to pick out who exactly got the ball on the handoff. Maxwell
Green, the quarterback, and a handoff to the first man through, Michael Pasquale, and he gets a couple of yards. Again, about maybe 2, perhaps 3, second down and 7. That Foothill defense, one of the premier defenses in the Bay Area, they've been solid all season long.
They are tough. They're not going to give you anything that you don't earn. So YV's offensive line is going to have a long, tough night ahead of them.
Second down and 7, and Maxwell Green, as we saw a few times ago when we were here at Mount Diablo High School, likes to run over the sidelines every time.
I don't know
Coach
if he
Tim Murphy
likes to so much.
Yeah, maybe he has to.
That's
do
just
that.
the way they do it.
So on 2nd and 7, here's a double wing look and a handoff. The second man through, and he pounds his way past the first down over the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Once again, that was Michael Pasquale. 5'6", 180-pounder. He's a junior.
Oh, you see Pasquale just does a nice job of waiting for the hole to open, and then he gets some nice blocks, nice ceiling blocks there, and knows what to do. Just puts his nose downfield as soon as he gets into the open.
And if you're the Foothill defense, it's very tough to see who has the ball because on any given play, 3 to 4 different players might have the ball.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And here's the handoff going outside again. Pasquale, 3 carries in as many plays. Didn't look like a whole lot there, but he still managed to get 3 or 4 yards. And that's the impressive thing with Ygnacio Valley. When there's nothing there with this kind of offense, they can still stretch you out for a few yards.
Yeah, they very rarely get stopped for less than 2 yards in their running game. But Matt Meyer, cornerback for Foothill, came up and really delivered the blow on that last play. That was a nice tackle by him.
Second down and 7, ball at the 33-yard line, opening moments of the ball game. Maxwell Green under center. Now he calls a timeout. Trying to get Ygnacio to jump off sides. Trying to get Foothill to jump off sides. Couldn't do so. Therefore, he called a timeout. Opening stages of this football game, we were scoreless at the 10-16 mark of the first quarter in a battle between the Ygnacio Valley Warriors and the Foothill Falcons.
Well, I have a hunch about that last play, Reza. I think they might have been going to the air on that one, and Green saw something he didn't like in the defense. Looked like Foothill was ready for him. Because very rarely are they forced to take a timeout with their running attack. It's so polished. They're always so prepared. Tim Murphy's in the middle of that huddle, and he gets his guys good to go for every game.
We have yet to call Stephen Hicks's name or Nick Quinones, also 2 running backs used early and often. And it's a cool and crisp night here at Mount Diablo High School in Concord. And, boy, we had a tough time just doing our stand-up out on the field.
Yeah.
You can only imagine what it's like to play or even sit in the stands tonight.
My toes are freezing up again, Reza. It's no good.
You better get used to that. Here's a misdirection, and this time the ball carrier.
Is that Dante Smith?
Looks like Dante Smith.
Yeah.
And he got nothing. In fact, he lost a couple yards.
Which is rare. Dante Smith has had some incredible games this year where he just takes over the game. He's that kind of a player.
3rd and 9 now at the 31. They have to get to the 40 for a first down, and Ygnacio not really known as a passing team. This time they might have to go in the air, but their running attack has been so solid that this could very well be a running play. Indeed it is. It goes nowhere, and the Foothill defense holds as Quinones, the ball carrier, got maybe a yard out to the 32-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 8, and the punting team comes on for Ygnacio.
This is where it's going to get interesting, Reza. On the opening kickoff, like you said, it was a short kick. I think Foothill kind of lucked out on that the up man didn't try to do more with it. Special teams is going to be the key to this game. I really believe that.
4th and 8, and they're actually going to go for it here.
Wow. Or
are they? Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Now it's going to be a punt formation look. So from the get-go, it looked like they're going for it, but nearly blocked. They get it away. A decent punt, across midfield and out of bounds. It rolls at about the 33-yard line.
And YV got a break there. That actually took a nice Ygnacio Valley bounce.
35 yards on the kick with no return. Pretty nice. And so Foothill, with their huge quarterback out on the field, and boy, we saw this guy warming up on the sidelines.
Man.
Mike Hofs, 6'5", 235.
He could be a linebacker, Rez. Look at the size of that guy.
Yeah.
He's big. And he throws a pretty ball, too.
Yes, he does. Two receivers to the far side, straight back in the pocket, sets up the middle screen, and it's dropped. Matt Katamatsu, the intended receiver, and went right through his hands, incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
That was just a flat miss. I think that he was probably already running upfield with that ball before he even caught it.
He had some blockers up ahead, too.
He sure did.
All for naught, though. 2nd down and 10. Ball now officially on the 35-yard line. Ygnacio is showing 5 men at the line of scrimmage. Anderson in motion. And here's a handoff off the right side. It goes to Brandon Strickler. Strickler gets a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Well, you can see that their offensive alignment is a little bit more wide open than Ygnacio Valley's, but they are still going to run some misdirection, and they're going to run a lot of running plays here in this game. So,
Benjamin Hawk, big number 76, brought the ball carrier down that time. 3rd down and 7, first big play for the Foothill Falcons. They send one receiver out to each side, split backfield formation, straight back to throw Hofs. Nice out route. Incomplete, though. Had his man out there, but unable to come up with a reception was his receiver, and it's going to be 4th down, a punting situation for Foothill. So both teams on their opening possessions of this football game have to punt the ball away.
It's not all that surprising, Reza. I mean, like we said in the open, their defenses are both not going to yield. They're going to hit you in the mouth every time they can. So it's going to take a little something special on the offensive side tonight.
And here's the Foothill kick by Mike Sullivan. And a fumble might be recovered by Foothill. They might also say he was down. Let's wait and see what the call is. I believe it is going to be Ignacio Valley football, as the return man was down.
The Warriors got really lucky on that one, Reza. I don't know how they managed to recover that, or if he was down. It didn't look like it from up here. It looked like that was just a straight fumble. So it looks like they catch another break on special teams tonight. I don't think that they can keep living this dangerously, though, and hope to be successful tonight.
From the 20-yard line, it's 1st down and 10 for Ygnacio, their second chance with the football here in the first quarter. Picked up 1 first down, then had to punt the ball away. Foothill showing 6 men at the line of scrimmage. Here's a running play trying to bounce it outside. Stephen Hicks can't quite turn the corner. Might have got a couple of yards.
Yeah, instead of cutting it upfield this time, boy, Hicks was almost dropped in the backfield. He's lucky he didn't go down there. A nice pursuit by Foothill, and just a crushing tackle. Was that Matt Meyer again? Man, he likes to hit people, doesn't he?
Indeed he does.
Jeez.
Hicks got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. Nice pursuit and good team speed that time by the Foothill defense.
Yeah, they looked really fast on that.
Ygnacio, and here's the first man through, Quinones. He gets about 4 or 5. They're very effective going straight ahead with this running attack. They've had difficulties running east and west.
Yeah, they're not going to bust a lot of great big plays up the middle, Reza, but primarily they're going to expect to, 3 yards in a cloud of dust or maybe a puff of fog tonight.
3rd down and 6 upcoming here. Another big play for Ygnacio Valley. 7:15 and counting left to go, opening quarter of play from Mount Diablo High School. There's Green under center. Inside handoff goes to Smith, and Smith goes nowhere. Great defense once again by the Foothill Falcons. Matt Hofs there to make the stop.
Is that the quarterback?
It's the quarterback's brother.
Oh, the
6'1",
quarterback's brother.
205-pounder. He's a junior.
Well, they grow them big in that family, don't they,
do,
Reza?
and they're tough. One's a linebacker, one's a quarterback.
Oh, wow.
So 4th down and 7, and here they come. Once again, showing as if they're going to go for it, and then they'll go back in a punting formation. And it'll be Rob Harder to punt the ball away. Here comes Foothill. Not a great kick, but once again, a good roll. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 37 yards on this kick with no return. And there's a story right now. No score about halfway through the first quarter of play. Foothill at Ygnacio. And the fog has also rolled in.
Boy, it's really knocking the sound down, too. You can't hear the freeway. You can hardly hear the play down on the field.
And Foothill now with their second try in the first quarter. Mike Hopes, the senior quarterback under center. Now a timeout has been called on the field. Foothill calls for a timeout before they even take a snap on their second series. And tonight's game is being brought to you by
good old Rocco's.
Rocco's Restaurante Pizzeria. Just simply awesome pizza. And by ParamountTechnology.com. I'd like to thank them very much for supplying us with our instant replay machine, our playback machine. We put that to use early and often, don't we?
It's a fun toy for us, and we really appreciate having it.
Indeed it is.
Makes the games a lot more interesting for us up here in the booth and hopefully for you folks at home.
So 1st down and 10 coming up for Foothill. And
Maybe.
Mike Hopes, their 6'5", 235-pound senior quarterback. And we've seen a lot of good quarterbacks throughout the course of this football campaign, and he is certainly the biggest quarterback we've seen.
Man, he is a bruiser. 6'5", 235. Who thought to make him a quarterback?
Well,
I
if he
mean,
can
I would
throw,
have
he's a
thought
good team leader.
linebacker right away.
Split backfield formation, 2 tight ends in the game and 1 receiver at the near side. And here's a handoff, a nice yardage close to a 1st down. It's going to be Ian Anderson.
Well, here's a little bit of their misdirection. Not sure who's got the ball, and then when Anderson hits the hole, there is a hole there. He got a nice lead block from the fullback and just stuck his head in there and got a few tough extra yards at the end of the run.
Gain of 9 yards officially, 2nd down and 1. First real big play from the Foothill offense here tonight. 1 receiver to the far side. Posts the throw, pumps it, wants to go big, has a man down there, nice gun, great coverage, and almost intercepted. Into double coverage, he threw the ball on the coverage, Neil Chin for Ygnacio Valley. He throws a pretty nice ball nevertheless, although there was no real open receiver out there.
No, there were a lot of blue shirts and only 1 white shirt down the field, and it's a dangerous pass. It didn't look like he stepped forward into that throw either. It looked like that was all arm. Did you see that, Reza? It looked like he was standing on his back foot when he let go of that ball. It's an interesting throwing style.
A running play again off the right side. It's Anderson. Pounds his way across the 45 and down to about the 43. That's going to be a 1st down for Foothill, and Foothill now knocking on the door on their second possession.
And that's just a straight-ahead power running attack there. The offensive line really did a nice job there for Foothill. And that's more what I'm expecting to see from Foothill on the night. Not too much trickery, not much fancy stuff, not much passing. They're going to come right at you straight ahead.
1st down and 10. And here's a handoff up the right side to Strickler. Might have got a yard. Good defense by Ygnacio. The Warriors have been very solid all season long. In fact, for the last couple of years on defense, they're pretty well known for their offense, but the defense has been one of the keys to why they've been so successful.
I think the defense is the mainstay of this team and has been for the last, 3-4 years. They just stop people, they keep other people from scoring, and then they let their offense go to work. Not many people score a lot of points on this YV defense.
2nd and 9. Strickler in motion. Hopes to throw. Middle screen set up. He has his man. Ygnacio reads it very well. Quinones makes the tackle. Couple yard gain, but that could have gone for big yardage had it not been good defense by Ygnacio Valley.
Well, they did a great job of setting up the screen, and Greg Gabani was wide open there in the middle, but YV all over it. They weren't going for it. That's a nice job by the YV defense to recover from what could have been a disaster for them.
Jesse Aguilar also in on the play for Ygnacio Valley. So it's 3rd down and 6 coming up now for Foothill. 3:55 and counting left to go, first quarter of play.
This game is moving right along, huh, Reza?
Indeed it is. 3 receivers in the game, couple running backs. Hopes to throw, short drop, fires across the middle, has his man, first down.
Boy, Rob Harder delivered a blow at the end of that play.
Greg Gabini, the receiver who came down with it, a bit shaken up, but a big catch.
There's Hoffs, throws off his back foot again, and Gabani makes a nice catch, and he pays the price at the end. Rob Harder really cracked him one.
Indeed he did.
Nice job of holding on, though.
First down, 29-yard line.
It's 2 first downs in the whole game already.
They want to pass the ball again. In the end zone, man open, almost intercepted. A penalty marker also down. Smith went for the interception, couldn't quite come up with it. The ball hung up in the air. A penalty marker also down, might be illegal motion. Let's wait and see.
Well, I tell you, it looked like somebody got a hand in there to knock that ball away. That could have been 6, Reza.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Penalty is declined. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Interesting call there by Coach Tim Murphy to not take the 5 yards. I mean, they're starting to get down into YV territory. Why not push them back another 5 and make it a little harder?
Perhaps he thinks the down is more important here.
I guess so. He knows his defense better than I do. So
2 receivers come out the near side. That's Gabani in motion. Running play up the gut and goes nowhere.
I think
Quinones there again, and he was fired up from the get-go. When we were doing our stand-up downstairs, he was ready to play ball right then and there.
He looked like a panther pacing around on the sidelines.
Yes, he did.
And there's Quinones. Gets him by the feet, and then Rob Harder gets in there to finish him off. I think we're going to be calling those guys' names quite a bit tonight.
Great penetration. Able to make that stop behind the line of scrimmage, or thereabouts at the line of scrimmage.
They came to play, Reza. They came to play.
3rd down and 9. Big play for Foothill. Hosts a throw. Flush out of the pocket at 2:35. He can throw on the run, and he does complete. Has his man.
It's Gabani again.
Gabani's been the man, the go-to man on the receiving end here in the first quarter. Another key first down.
And you can see big Nathaniel Mora there jumping in the face. But, man, when your quarterback's that big, he can see right over a leaping offensive lineman or defensive lineman. And Gabani, again, making a nice grab. He's got sticky fingers.
Ball at the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Foothill trying to score here, perhaps for the first time here tonight. Running play off the right side. And it's Ian Anderson. And he gets maybe a yard or 2. Close to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
And Rob Harder in there again to make the tackle. What is that? Four tackles on the night already? Still in the first quarter?
A busy man.
Yeah. And he's doing the kicking for them, too.
Among
he's
other
very
things.
busy.
I've been very impressed thus far with Mike Hofs, the 6'5", 235-pound quarterback of Foothill. Fakes a handoff, good play action. Sets up the screen very nicely. And a great open field tackle by Quinones on Strickler. It looked like Strickler had some open room out there, but Quinones, being a running back himself, was able to catch him from behind.
Yeah, Quinones did a nice job of not giving Strickler the corner here. If Strickler can get this corner after making a nice catch on a ball that was a little bit overthrown, he would have been gone. That would have been 6, but Quinones recovered nicely.
Still got about 6 yards on the play, though.
Yeah.
3rd down and 2, a long 2. Another big play, and they've been very effective. 3 for 3 on 3rd down tries here in this possession for the Foothill Falcons. Scoreless in the first quarter, but Foothill trying to change that right now. Split backfield formation, 2 tight ends and 1 receiver to the far side. And Hofs Hand off to Anderson. Big gainer. He has the first down and then some. Inside the 10 is going to be first and goal for Foothill, and doing a nice job of the Foothill Falcons moving Ygnacio Warrior defenders off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this is all about the offensive line here. All he had to do was follow his blockers, and the offensive line got great explosion. You could see big Jared Knitzer there in the middle, and Mike Duggan were both giving a good push on the offensive line for the Falcons.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. Hopes to throw. Flush out of the pocket. On the run. For a big guy, he can do this. Ball's knocked away. Great defensive play. I believe it was Harder.
That's
yes,
my
indeed.
guy. That's my guy, Rob Harder, again. Giving up the body to knock the ball away. Well, you see Hopes is very composed, like you were saying, Reza. He doesn't seem to get rattled, and he's rolling out nicely. And he's still got a little zip on this ball. But Harder, nice diving play to knock that one away. It took a great defensive play to keep that one from going into the end zone.
43 seconds left to go, first quarter. Hopes under center. Strickler in the backfield with him, along with Anderson. It's Anderson, and he runs into a wall. Nice gang tackling by the Ygnacio Valley defense. Not a whole lot there. 3rd and 5 coming up. 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Well, there was nowhere to go for him there. That's one of those times when a running back with the real good running instincts will see that develop and then bounce it outside, because there was nothing there. There was just a wall of bodies, like you said.
Matthew Mora, the first man there, big number 78. He held on and got some help from his friends, and now a timeout has been called by Foothill, their second of this first quarter, and they want to talk things over here. Actually, that's going to be the end of the first quarter, beg my pardon. And at the end of one, it is scoreless from Mount Diablo High School. We'll be back after this.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa, while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.
And while we were away for the end of the quarter, I apologize for this, but Foothill did score a touchdown.
Oops.
On an out route.
Boy, that was
it's
quick.
7-0. Surprised all of us.
I think they surprised Ygnacio Valley. They weren't ready for that one.
Point after try coming up by Foothill. So Foothill scores the first points of this football game. Snap the spot, the kick up and good. 11:55 left to go, 7-0 Foothill. The Falcons put together a very, very nice drive.
That was a good-looking drive, Reza. I think they went more to their usual style of offense there and really grounded out on the ground. And YV's going to have to figure out a way to answer that. They're going to have to come back from getting smacked around a little bit on the defensive side and see what they can do on offense. And while we were away, I learned, Reza, something very exciting for the both of us.
Really?
And everyone out there in AT&T broadband land. which is that we are looking at covering if Las Lomas wins tonight against, who are they playing? Piedmont?
That's right, at Piedmont.
They're at Piedmont. If they win that game, all you folks out there in TV land get to see Las Lomas at Miramani.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. That is correct. Miramani has had home games throughout the postseason so far, but they usually play those championship games at
Perhaps DVC.
At a different venue, maybe DVC.
It used to be the Oakland Coliseum.
That would be fun.
Oh, my gosh.
That would be fun.
And here's a kickoff by Foothill. Putting the ball away is Andy Sullivan. Returning the football. Stephen Hicks. Oh, up the middle comes Hicks.
He had a little room there, Reza.
Across the 30 into the 35-yard line. So Ygnacio with pretty decent field position here to start off their third drive.
And you can see Hicks has got some good blockers up front, and Foothill didn't do a really good job of keeping their lanes on that kickoff coverage. They all sort of sucked into the ball, and it looked for a second there like Hicks was going to explode out of there and really break one.
From the 35-yard line, first down and 10. Ygnacio trails by 7. Early stages and phases of the second quarter. Quinones in motion. Empty backfield right now for Green. End around. And it's Smith trying to turn the corner, and he gets nowhere. Great defense. Spearheading the charge that time. Greg Gabini. Actually say Greg Gabani.
Gabani, I believe, is his name.
Exactly, and he's done a very nice job on offense, and that time on defense he showed what he can do.
Well, Smith didn't have much choice. He had to try and cut it up at some point because he was getting too close to the sideline, and boy, Foothill just did a terrific job of stringing that play out. Really used the sideline to their advantage.
Gabani held him up, and Strickler added a lick.
Boy, Gabani's all over the place, huh?
He made some very big catches on that scoring drive. A loss of a yard on the end around, a big opening, and as Hicks turned the corner, and a great open field tackle again. Wow, that could have gone for big yards.
Well, you can see Matt Meyer at the end of this play. Nice misdirection. They almost did the double handoff there, and I almost bit the fake. And you'll see Matt Meyer comes up from his safety position and does just a terrific job of, like you said, open field tackle. If he doesn't make that, I don't know if anybody does.
Meyer, 6'2", 185-pound senior.
He was moving pretty good for a big guy.
Very rangy.
Boy, Foothill's got some tremendous team speed so far.
3rd and 4. Hicks. He's going to be very close. I believe he got it. Needed to get across a 45, and he did just that. There to make the stop for Foothill was Ian Anderson.
That's a nice little quick pitch by Max Green, and Hicks just picks his way through the line, falls forward to get the first down.
And he runs through Matt Hopes to get that first down. That was very impressive. Hopes had him maybe a yard behind the first down marker.
Yeah,
great second and third effort.
You're right.
Got on the first down.
He just kept his legs driving.
Indeed, he did. And here's a handoff and a near fumble, but no, he recovered it, and he's still on his feet as Michael Pasquale maybe juggled it perhaps rather than a fumble, but recovered it very nicely and got about 7 yards.
I don't know how they're getting any yards on those plays. It looks like Foothill's got them bottled up, and then they just these running backs are finding little seams in the defense and picking their way through them. That's a great job of running. That's good vision by the running back right there.
So Ygnacio crosses the midfield stripe for the first time here tonight. 2nd down and 4 upcoming. The double wing offense. Passing play, Green to throw. Man wide open out there.
Oh!
And behind him. Boy, that was close. McFarland, David McFarland, the 6'3" tight end, was out there, and he got twist and turned and could not come up with the football.
Yeah, the throw was a little bit offline, turned him around, but man, you get this many hands on the ball, you got to make the catch.
Ooh,
that's 2 hands on the ball right there, Reza.
Very catchable
He's
ball.
got to make that catch. Now, if Green had led him a little bit, put it a step in front of him, that's a 6-point play for sure.
I like that call by Tim Murphy on 2nd down and 4.
I love it.
You got to come back, you still have another down. You still have another down here to pick it up, and you are primarily a running team, and now you can go back to the run. So you gave your team a big chance for a big first down. Didn't quite work. Here's a handoff to Pasquale. Oh, boy, he got hammered as he crossed the 47 down to the 46. It's going to be 4th and 1, and I have to believe Ygnacio is going to go for it here.
I think it's time for them to go for it. Pasquale,
Look at
again,
that.
doing a good job of picking his way through, but Foothill finally figured out that while they're busy slowing down and finding the little holes, they're easy targets. And those running backs are going to get popped if they don't start getting some better blocking by the offensive line.
Tim Murphy, the head coach for Ignacio Valley, has done one of the best jobs of any high school coach maybe in history in the East Bay. Ignacio really was struggling for years and years and years. He came in here and really turned things around over the last 4 or 5 seasons. And, of course, we talked about him leaving Ignacio and going to Clovis West High School in Fresno.
And we hate to see him go. We hate to see him go. I think this entire area should be sad because they're losing a very good coach, guy that works well with the kids, gets them very prepared. But best of luck to him down in Fresno.
4th and 1.
Earned it.
Big play. Here's the pitch back. They're going to have the first down. Michael Pasquale, who's been the go-to man here in the first half, picks it up, and they'll move those chain markers.
Well, again, Pasquale just finding the little hole, getting a good little block there, and sticking his head in, falling forward, got the necessary yardage.
And I think he said it best. Good blocking up front.
He finally got some good blocking up front, yeah.
First down and 10, 43-yard line, down 7-0. Ignacio now on the move. 8-10 and counting left to go, second quarter of play. So North Coast Section 3A semifinals. The winner plays Granada next week. Here's a handoff. It's Smith pounding his way past the 40 down to the 39. Not a whole lot there, but did much of it on his own.
Yeah, he did get most of it on his own. I like Max Green, though, getting the body in there and trying to make some blocks.
Look at that.
That's you like to see that from your quarterback. And, boy, Smith had a bunch of blockers out in front. Unfortunately, there was nobody to block. They were all in the backfield tackling the running back.
Yeah, didn't really hit the hole as quick as he'd like to.
Yeah, well, I think he got tangled up a little bit in the backfield.
Right.
Somebody had a hand on his foot or something like that.
Still got about 4 yards. Second down and 6 coming up. Ball right at the 39-yard line. Green, toss back. Smith, same play, same result, and then some. Near a first down, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2 plays in a row, 2 big gains in a row.
Well, this is just a great job of reading the play by Smith. I think he has a couple of options to cut
Look
up
at
here.
that block by the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Max Green
goodness.
doing a nice job of blocking. And then you saw number 50, Big Spike Mosier, just pancake somebody to give Smith a lane to run in. And Green, I think, does more running than anybody. He doesn't get as much credit for it in the stat sheet because he doesn't run with the ball, but back and forth to the sideline on every play. 3rd
down and 1 for Ignacio Valley. Foothill showing 6 men at the line of scrimmage. Now they're showing 7, maybe even 8. On the end around.
Where'd the ball go?
That's a very good question. It was Smith, the ball carrier. The third man that I picked up had the ball, and Smith did pick up the first down.
No, I feel
Didn't need a whole lot, but he got it. Oh, my goodness.
I feel sheepish.
And let's take a look at that block by the quarterback 2 plays earlier. Let's look at number
Max
11 right
Green.
there. Oh, my goodness. Just knocks off a defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that's the quarterback getting into a defensive lineman.
Jared Kennitzer.
Yeah.
And Kennitzer didn't know what hit him. So what is that, a fullback, number 11? No, it's a
You
quarterback.
don't
Oh, my
expect the
goodness. How
quarterback.
embarrassing is that?
Yeah.
I'm
Ouch.
sure
That's
he'll
like
be-
getting tackled by the kicker.
Oh, yes.
How embarrassing.
First down and 10. Ygnacio putting together a nice drive here after Foothill scored. A running play. Quinones gets a couple.
I tell you,
Second down and 8 from the 30. Maybe make that now the 28-yard line. It was 1st and 10 at the 30. Now it's 2nd and 8 at the 28.
Yeah, something I saw on that play that would make me a little nervous if I was Tim Murphy. I think Max Green is doing a great job of blocking up front, but it looked like he rushed to get into his block on that one, and as a result, the pitch kind of tumbled out of his hands and was a little bit high.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he does that too many times on a night as cold as this, somebody's going to drop the ball, and Foothill's going to be all over it.
2nd down and 8. A big play here for Ygnacio. Foothill defense ready to go. 6 men at the line of scrimmage. Toss back. Smith breaking tackles. Still on his feet. Gets about 3 or 4 yards. He's very good at making something out of nothing, isn't he?
That's exactly right, Reza. There wasn't much here. Foothill on the defensive line is doing a good job of sealing holes, not giving them anything to run through.
Look at that
But
carrying tackler.
that's just determination. He pulled a couple of tackles with him, kept his feet moving, kept heading in the right direction.
Matt Hopes went for a 2-yard ride on the ground, just holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4. Ball at the 24. Green under center, toss back, Smith doesn't get anything. Maybe a yard or 2 at the most. Great defensive play by Foothill's Ben Smith, 6'3", 220-pound senior with a big-time stick.
Yeah, Ben Smith better be careful. He was standing over Dante Smith and jawing at him there after that play, and that's not really very sportsmanlike. You don't call somebody out like that when they're hurt on the ground.
Down and out. It looks like he just had the wind knocked out of him. He looks to be all right, though.
Well, he looks a little unsteady, Reza. He's weaving back and forth. He might have got his bell rung a little bit.
Maybe a little bit woozy right about now.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, it's 4th down and a long one. We'll call it 1.5 yards. 4:15 and counting left to go. And Ygnacio has chewed up much of the second quarter. They got the ball back with 11:55 left to go since Foothill scored on the first play of the second quarter.
It's very similar to the drive we saw by Foothill in the first quarter.
Big play here, 4th and 1. Green, he does not get it.
No.
Going to be very close, but he did not get it.
No. Well, he got hit in the backfield, Reza, and
yeah,
he came around naked on that side, and there was a defender just sitting there waiting for him.
Well, let's wait and see. It's going to be a little hard for us to tell, but if I'm
a
a betting man, and I'm not, I'm going to say he's about half a yard shy.
Boy, he got a pretty favorable spot there.
Oh, my.
I love it when you do that, Reza.
Well, it's going to be very close.
The chain gang.
Maybe by the hair on your chinny chin chin.
And there's not a whole lot of that, Reza.
Yeah, so that's how close it is.
Yeah, it's real.
He got it.
Oh, my
I think
goodness.
he got it.
Can it be?
No, by the hair on your chinny chin chin, he did not get
Lord,
it.
by a
Oh, my
chain
goodness.
link. One link of that chain, Reza.
We knew it was close. At first we said no, then we thought maybe, and then we were right the first time around. A big hole for Foothill's defense, and if you're Ygnacio Valley, boy, that's got to be very tough for you.
Well, to be honest, Reza, I think the spot actually made it closer than the play did, because it looked like Green got dropped with about, 1.5 feet, 2 feet to go.
And Hopes now back with a Foothill offense after scoring on their last possession. 1st down and 10, 20-yard line. Here's a handoff along the far side, and Strickler turns it back inside. He's going to have good yardage, maybe close to a 1st down, a gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and 1.
Well, this is what nobody could do in the first quarter, was get the corner on the outside. And he did a nice job of doing the things that the YV runners have been doing, which is picking his way through the defense there. Got about 3 extra yards just by spinning and twisting.
2nd down and 1, 29-yard line. Hopes to throw, straight back in the pocket. Deep drop. Look at this throw. Man's open out there. And it's incomplete. Woo!
Wow.
That was a nice throw. He stepped into it. Intended receiver was Andy Sullivan. Just quite couldn't hold on to it, but that was a real impressive throw. About 55 yards in the air and threw it on a line. That was a pretty arc on that ball, and nice tight little spiral. Actually led his receiver maybe just a hair too much. Otherwise, that's 6.
Yeah, if he puts a little bit more air on that football,
touch. Yes, that's going to be 6 points, and his receiver runs right underneath it. And he had the defensive back beaten by a couple of yards as well.
He had him beat to the inside. There was no way he was going to be able to catch him. There was enough field to the other side.
3rd and 1, and they didn't need a whole lot. They got the 1st down.
And they didn't get a whole lot.
Anderson pounds his way for a key Foothill 1st down, and that'll keep the clock rolling at 3 minutes and counting left to go. Foothill on top 7-0. Ygnacio just got stopped after putting together a very, very nice drive.
Well, it looked like their offense finally got moving, and they sort of stalled out there in that last that last set of downs.
Foothill now with 4 receivers in the football game. First time we've seen this formation. Here's a quick pass, complete. Jason Winter, he's going to have a first down. So they spread out the football field and quickly hit one of the receivers, and he picked up another first down.
Well, Foothill's picking up the pace here a little bit, Reza. They lulled YV a little bit there in the first quarter with just the running attack, and now they're opening it up a little bit, and Hoffs is showing off his arm.
12-yard gain, first down and 10, 42-yard line. To the outside is Strickler, and not a whole lot there this time. Nice job by the Ygnacio defense. Harder, among others, there for the Warriors.
Yeah, when in doubt, just call Rob Harder's name because he's probably in on the tackle. Was that Quinones got a hand on him in the backfield, and Harder finally finished him off. Looked like he lost a good yard there.
He is fun to watch.
He's just all over the place.
Yeah, he can run sideline to sideline and make plays, and he can really lay the leather on you too. Here's Maxwell Green after a real nice drive he put together last time. Now he's got the look of concern, and
I don't know that he looks too concerned. I think he's just anxious for another opportunity. He wants to get back in there.
He doesn't look too happy right about now either. Loss of a half a yard. Second down, 11. Ball back to the 41-yard line. 2 tight ends in the game right now for Foothill. Strickler in motion. Post to throw. Now he wants to run with the football, and Harder brings him down. And it wasn't that easy, but he brought him down.
No, it wasn't. 2 Warriors hit him there at the end of the play, and he still didn't fall down. That guy is a load.
At 235.
Yeah, this is a great decision by Hoffs. Everybody was covered very well downfield. That's the secondary who caused that play. And, man, he's not an easy guy to bring down as big as he is.
Quinones brought him down. Third down and 4 coming up after a 6-yard gain.
This is a big play for Ygnacio Valley. If they can stop him here and get the ball back, they still got a shot at the end zone in this half.
On the 48-yard line. Nice pitch, nice catch. Completes a winner. First down across midfield, the 45-yard line. Clock is stopped momentarily as they'll move the chains with 1:25 left to go in the half.
Well, I'm really impressed with Hoff so far. And that ball is a little bit behind his receiver, but basically on the money.
Officially now ball to 44, so they give him an additional yard. 4 receivers in the game. Hope straight back, short drop, has a man open coming out of the backfield. Nice catch over the shoulder, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And the ball was caught once again by Gabani, who's been very busy in this first half.
He sure has on both sides of the ball. He's made some great catches, and you'll see one here.
Look at that throw.
Nice over-the-shoulder catch. That's a tough catch to make because that actually came right over the top of his head. It's hard to keep your concentration on a ball like that, but he made it look easy.
25-yard line, first down and 10. 1:01 left to go. His clock is stopped as the play went out of bounds. Again, wide open. Harder makes a stop on Gabani. That was, or actually, it was Winter that time.
Yeah.
Same play, opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
And actually, it wasn't even Harder.
And again, just a nice throw. Hoffs is putting the ball right where his receivers need it to catch it.
And it was
Adelaha
Adusan.
Aduasan.
Yes.
We had fun with that name last time.
Second down and short yardage. Post to throw. Flush out of the pocket. Now fires. Has his man and incomplete. Third down coming up. Nice defense by Ygnacio. This is a huge sequence for the Warriors. They need a defensive stop.
Well, their secondary did a great job, and then you'll see Matthew Mora gets a hand up and swats this ball down. But Hoffs had a lot of time back there in the backfield. There's the swat.
Good job.
That's a good job. Defensive line, you're taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. And that's exactly what he did there.
Third and 1.
That's why they do it.
Ball at about the 15, draw play. Strickler, he gets the first down, close to the 10 at about the 11. Still moving that pile. Oh, boy, that was very impressive. Looked like he was stopped momentarily, but just kept on moving his feet. Move that pile along with him.
Yeah, once you get the first down in this play with only 10 seconds or so left to go in the quarter, you need to just go down, I think. I mean, it's great that he's running tough, but you need to give your team another chance to line him up again and try and get in the end zone or at least get a field goal.
Timeout on the field. First and goal at the 9-yard line, and the clock shows 13 seconds left to go. So realistically, they have 2 or 3 plays here and maybe even a shot at a field goal. Now Ygnacio will come in with extra defensive backs. They send 2 of them in.
Got the nickel package in there.
Hustling in are Hicks and Omar Habibi. And now Hicks and Habibi also run out of the game too. So explain that one to me.
And they go everywhere together.
Yeah.
Joined at the hip, those guys.
So they run in together and they run out together all in the same play.
Interesting.
13 seconds left to go.
Tim Murphy looks like he wants to be in on this play. He's still on the field.
9-yard line. Spot pass, corner. Man's out there. Touchdown.
Wow.
Matt Meyer. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. Touchdown for Foothill.
Well, Meyer just did a terrific job of keeping his feet in bounds there to get the touchdown, and Huffs threw the ball the only place he could to get a completion.
Point after try, up and good. It is now 14-0 with 9 seconds left to go in the half. And Ygnacio just a bit stunned right about now. They had a defense well for the most part, but not even a good defense can stop great execution.
No, I mean, there was nothing the defense could do on that play. They did everything they were supposed to do. They had good coverage. They were getting some pressure on Huffs, but this ball is just thrown the only place it can be, and boy, Meyer, terrific job, again, of getting his feet down in bounds. And the officials did a good job on that play. You could see them looking at each other to see, make sure that they both saw what they thought they saw. A little conference quickly there before calling the touchdown. But it looked like clearly his feet were down in bounds.
So Foothill will now kick the ball away. And it's going to be Andy Sullivan. Fielded by Ygnacio, trying to turn the corner. Look out, he's got some blockers. This could be trouble. Coming out of there with 1 second left. Garthwaite Scottford.
Easy for you to say.
Boy, that was almost real trouble.
Scottford Garthwaite. That's quite a handle.
Boy. Yeah, Scottford Garthwaite.
Think he goes by Scott, maybe?
Scotty.
Oh, this is a great return. He did a great job of getting to the sideline, and Foothill just didn't have anybody there to push him out for quite some time.
Hail Mary time right now. They send 3 receivers to the far side. Screen to throw. Here comes a pressure. Middle screen, and it's incomplete. Smith, the intended receiver, not even a Hail Mary. And the half comes to a close with Foothill very impressively on top, 14-zip. Having scored twice in the second quarter.
And they didn't score by accident. Those were a couple of very convincing drives they put together, Reza. They looked really good on offense there in the second quarter to take the lead from Ygnacio, and their defense is reeling a little bit right now. They don't quite know what hit them.
Ygnacio not playing that badly by any means. I just think Foothill's playing a bit better right now. 14-0 our score at the half, and we'll be back with halftime activities right after this.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa, while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.
Back at the half at Mount Diablo High School. It's a North Coast Section 3A semifinal, and it's Foothill 14, Ygnacio Valley 0. And very impressive we've been with the Foothill quarterback so far, the big 235-pounder, Mike Hofs. He's been really living up to his billing, hasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Mike Hofs, a big guy, and he's thrown a really pretty ball tonight so far, Reza. And he's been hitting his receivers right where they need the ball to keep running.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with how he spread the football around to various receivers all during the first half of play.
Yeah, that's right. He's been using Gabani and Meyer extensively on both sides of the field. He doesn't seem to have a preferred side of the field to throw to. He throws equally well to both sides.
And Ygnacio Valley's been very adequate, I should say, for the most part, but very opportunistic have been the Foothill defense, coming up with some big holds on defense, and that's really been the difference right now.
Yeah, it has. Ygnacio Valley really only had one offensive drive in the entire first half. They only had the ball, 3 times? And couldn't really do anything with it for the first 2. And finally, the third one, they got moving and stalled out on that 4th and 1 play where Green couldn't get that last chain link in. And then since then, Foothill has just kept the ball away from them. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
14-0 our score. We're going to enjoy some of the halftime festivities. We'll be back with the second half in moments.
Growing up backstage here at the Apollo Theater, I had some incredible teachers. I mean, they could show me a move.
Even shave himself.
Today, when teachers look for creative ways to reach a kid, they turn to cable in the classroom. With donated cable technology, teachers connect kids to a world of commercial-free educational programs. With free study guides and internet support,
the National
cable
MS
helps teachers
Society
make it
helps
stick.
families learn to live
Nice
with
moves,
MS.
cable in the classroom.
They count
Cable
on
in the
us.
Classroom is a public service of
Can we count on
AT&T
you?
Broadband.
My name's Andy McDonald. I ride this useless wooden toy.
Every day is a new challenge.
It's hard. I've been doing it for 13 years.
Diabetes has made me
I do a trick
improve
called
my life.
540.
I
Took
take
me
better
good
care
6
now.
years to learn. There's a whole generation of papers out there that are just
Being
as
in
talented
control is the
athletically
only
as
way
any
to
basketball or
survive.
football player. It takes somebody that's not going to be afraid to fall down
Guess you
a
could
lot.
say it's like a
Because you
life
definitely will
preserver
fall
when you
down.
have
You're not a
diabetes.
failure until
I'm going to ask my
you refuse
doctor
to
for
get
a
back
flu
up.
shot
Drugs
today.
are only going to hinder what I'm trying to do. That right there is my idea of getting high.
As Tim Taylor, I know quite
Frank
a bit
never
about
knows when he'll wake up
As
to
Tim
find
Allen,
his
I know
arms
quite a bit
are
about
too
cancer
weak
and how
to do
much
anything.
emotional support people with that
He
dreaded
didn't
disease
shave
need.
himself.
And I know where they can get it without cost of
Frank
anything.
has multiple
It's called
sclerosis,
the Wellness Community.
an
If
unpredictable
you or someone you know has
neurological
cancer,
disease that
the
strikes
Wellness
young
Community
adults.
provides exactly the kind of psychological support to help you play a part in the fight for recovery.
The National
And
MS
it's free.
Society helps families
For the Wellness
learn
Community
to
nearest
live
you, call
with MS.
1-888-793-9355. You
Can
have
count on
everything
you.
to gain.
With diabetes, you feel more vulnerable.
Every day is a new challenge.
Hey, get me out of here! Help! Help! Help!
Diabetes has made me improve my life. I take better care now.
Wow.
I could actually die from the flu.
Wow, a human that doesn't know
Control
throwing
is
an
the
oil
only
filter in
way
the
to
garbage can
survive.
will pollute our landfills.
A flu shot?
Recycle your used
Guess you
oil
could say it's
filters
like
for
a
a
life
cleaner
preserver
future.
when you have
For more
diabetes.
information, call
I'm going to ask my doctor
1-800-NO-DUMPING
for
or
a
check
flu
out my
shot today.
website at www.funnelhead.com. Being a parent
As
is
Tim Taylor, I know
is a
quite a
joy.
bit about home improvement. As Tim
You
Allen,
have
I know quite a
days
bit about
of
you
absolute
and
bliss
how much
that you
emotional
thought you
support
could never
people with
ever
that dreaded
experience.
disease need.
And then
And I
there
know
are
where they
days
can
that
get
are
it
so low
without
you
cost
wonder
of anything.
why you ever
It's
became a
called
parent.
the Wellness Community. If
You
you
know,
or
in a
someone you
perfect
know
world,
has
because your child
the
is
Wellness
gay,
Community
you
provides
don't worry about
exactly
their
the
safety.
kind of
You
psychological
just worry
support
about
to
them
help
being
you play
happy.
a part in the fight for recovery. And it's free.
I loved Matt just
For
the
the
way
Wellness
he
Community
was.
nearest you, call 1-888-793-9355.
Just the way he was.
You have everything to gain.
When I was in Mommy's tummy, she put lots of bad things inside. It hurt. It made me feel bad. But when I came out of Mommy's tummy, she stopped the bad things, and that made me feel good.
Wow.
But soon, she started the bad
Wow,
things
a human that
again,
doesn't
and
know
I
throwing an
felt
oil
bad
filter in the
again.
garbage can will pollute our
Oh, and it
landfills.
feels good.
Recycle your used oil filters for a cleaner future. For more information, call 1-800-NO-DUMPING or check out my website at www.funnelhead.com.
Being a parent is a joy. You have days of absolute bliss that you thought you could never ever experience. And then there are days that are so low, you wonder why you ever became a parent. You know, in a perfect world, because your child is gay, you don't worry about their safety. You just worry about them being happy. I loved Matt just the way he was.
Voting is fun. Voting smart is more
Just the way he was.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa, while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.
trouble?
What? Nah. Yeah, I'm tripping. Hello? Check. You can hear me? There's no real game plan. We just kind of.
Reza Sadeghi, Bill Cole back with you at Mount Diablo High School in Concord. It's the North Coast Section 3A semifinals. 14-0 our score. The third quarter of play about to get underway. It's Foothill out on top of Ygnacio. And maybe a mild surprise, but Foothill really has been the better team the first half anyway.
I think you're absolutely right, Reza. They have been dominant on offense, and the score reflects that, 14-0. And really more than their defense being strong, it's been their offense that's just kept YV off the field. They haven't had the ball enough to get anything moving. So you got to give Foothill's offense credit for grinding it out, keeping the clock moving, and capitalizing on the opportunities that they've had.
We talk about the first half. That was a first half that lasted 52 minutes. That's amazing. We have had quarters that have lasted more than that.
Yeah, especially when you get a passing team like Las Lomas. You see those quarters go on forever and ever.
How about the Ygnacio de la Salle fourth quarter a few weeks back?
Oh, boy, that was a quarter from hell.
Exactly. He took the words out of my mouth.
Can I say that on TV?
That's exactly what I thought. I guess you can because you just did, but
well,
yes.
Try and stop me.
Yeah.
I'm a rebel up here.
I was once told in college on a TV broadcast by one of my professors, it's a lot better to say heck than hell, so I've always said heck. That was one heck of a quarter we had.
It was a quarter from heck? It just doesn't quite have the same
exactly
oomph that I'm looking for.
Exactly.
You know, I like to punctuate my pronouncements.
And Maxwell Green, the quarterback right there, not of the Michigan Wolverines, but rather the Ignacio Valley Warriors. But Mr. Green's going to have a big second half ahead of him, and he needs to put some scores up with his offensive unit. And it's kind of hard when you don't pass the ball that much. In fact, he threw the ball one time to McFarland, and it was dropped, and it should have been a big play.
Okay, so you guys going to put your backs there. Have a great second half, gentlemen.
See if we can be, if it can be Mr. Green in the billiard room with the candlestick, or maybe in the end zone with the football.
So Matt Sweeney going up against Tim Murphy, a battle of two very solid head coaches. Tim Murphy, this could very well be his final half as Ignacio Valley head coach, since he's moving down to Fresno to coach Clovis West, one of the premier football factories in the state of California. He's done a wonderful job, nevertheless, at Ignacio Valley. What was once a program that used to be laughed at no longer.
The
can be said.
doormat.
Absolutely.
The doormat of the BVAL, and now they're on top of the world right now in the BVAL. They tied with what, 3 other teams for the league title.
And it's actually Clovis East and not Clovis West, I am told. It's a brand new school. I'm told by our public address announcer, but I have heard of Clovis West, but Clovis East.
Right. Well, that's great. That's great for
more
Murphy.
of a rebuilding for him.
It's an opportunity for him to start from scratch.
And kicking off for Ygnacio Valley will be Mark Mosier. Has not had to do this too often tonight, as his team is yet to score. In fact, that's his first kickoff. And fielding the football for Foothill is Brandon Strickler. Strickler juking and jiving his way across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. First down and 10. So Foothill up 14-zip. They have the football to start this third quarter. There's nothing more than they'd like to pound the football out, get some first downs, chew up some clock, maybe even put the ball in the end zone. Ygnacio, on the other hand, they need a defensive stop here.
3 and out would be the key here for YV. If they can throw a 3 and out at Foothill, that defensive stand could get their offense fired up enough to punch one into the end zone.
Mike Hofs, 6'5", 235-pound senior quarterback in the game. They hands the ball off to Strickler, trying to bounce it to the outside. And not a whole lot there, but does a very good job of turning it inside and get something out of it. In fact, he got 5 yards out of it. Try to go outside, not a whole lot there. Turn it inside, and he got 5.
He pushed the pile a good 3 or 4 yards there. This is a nice job of running by Strickler. Good, but 3 or 4 defenders there, and he's just pushing straight ahead. Again, you young running backs out there, keep your feet moving.
We've seen vision. Dan Albana.
Oh, man.
That guy's got the best vision I've seen in a high school player in a long time.
He's just a freak.
He's a super freak. Second down and 4. Officially 6-yard gain. Middle screen, they're trying to set it up. Now they set up the screen. Other side, almost intercepted, and that could have been trouble. That would have got Ygnacio right back in this football game. Ball popped up in the air, nearly picked off by a defender, and he had clear sailing, nothing but real estate ahead of him, but incomplete nevertheless.
Wow, that was nearly the big mistake that we talked about in our open, Reza. That was almost it.
You're right. We did talk about mistakes, and so far it's been very clean.
It's been a very clean game. We've had 1 penalty called on the entire night. That also helps the half move as crisply as it did.
3rd down and 4. A big play right here for both teams. Ygnacio needs a hold desperately. Handoff, Anderson.
Speak of the devil. There I am.
Mr. Jinx.
I'm a jinx. I'm just a big jinx. What's wrong with me? As soon as I say flag, they throw one.
No. Dead ball. False start. On the offense. Remains 3rd down.
3rd and 9 now instead of 3rd and 4, and that's a little bit different if you're Foothill.
That's crucial for YV too. That means they know they're not in a short yardage stance here. Might even be able to get a little pass rush on. They know that Foothill's probably going to pass this one.
All right. 3rd down. Long yardage. Hopes. Straight back. Looks. Fires. Man, in a triple coverage. Nearly caught. Matt Meyer, the intended receiver. He the touchdown in the second quarter. A dangerous throw, but he still got it in there between 3 defenders.
Oh, he throws a pretty ball here, Reza. This is a nice job of trying to thread it through defenders. And Meyer almost catches it twice. He almost caught it there, and he almost got to it again while it was bouncing around.
Unbelievable throw amongst 3 defenders.
Man, yeah, that was precision.
4th down punting situation. Couple returners back for Ygnacio Valley. Foothill will boot the ball away. Nice kick, but it's short. Now it takes a positive bounce for Foothill. It's going to be down at the 36-yard line.
There was the 3 and out that we were looking for YV. Reza, let's see what they can do with it. Their defense really stiffened there. Did a nice job of shutting down Foothill. I think Coach Murphy probably made a few changes at the half, and they seem to be working so far.
36 yards on the punt, no return. Green in the offense, trot back on the field for Ygnacio. They have yet to score, and Ygnacio, one of the premier scoring teams around in the East Bay, and thus far they have a big donut, 0 to show for it on the scoreboard. But we still have almost a full half of football left to go. First possession in the second half.
Still plenty of time for the Warriors to get moving on offense. And just like they made some adjustments on defense, I'm sure their offense has got a few little new wrinkles in it this half.
8 defenders on the line of scrimmage for Foothill. They've been very effective stopping the run. The potent running attack of the Ygnacio Valley Warriors. Running play on first down. Hicks off the right side on the end around, gets a couple of yards. Second down and 7. Clock now rolls, 10-13, 10-12, 10-11, 10-10 left to go in the third quarter.
Boy, it looked like he was going to be stopped for no yardage on that. And he managed to push his way for, about good 3 yards there, Reza. It's a nice job of running by Hicks.
Green under center. First man through. Now it's a handoff, and it's Hicks again. And he's trying to get to the outside. You know, it's funny, the second time we've seen Ygnacio Valley, it's easier to see who has the football. The first time when we saw him against De La Salle, we had no clue who had the receiver, because as you can see, folks, on any given play, 3 or 4 different players can have the football.
And sometimes the quarterback just keeps it. That really screws us up. But Hicks trying to get the corner, and Meyer comes up and makes a great tackle to force Hicks out of bounds.
And Hicks put on a move about 5 yards before the defender was even around, so I think that's
a little early to be starting your move.
Yeah, a little
time the move a little bit better.
Premature juke right there. Third down and 6. He maybe got a yard on that.
Can you say that on TV?
Back to throw. Second throw of the game. Fires. Intercepted!
No. Wait.
I think it was intercepted. Now they call it off. Boy, that was very close. Looked like coming up with a football was Ian Anderson.
Boy, I don't know who he's throwing to here.
Double coverage, that's what he's throwing to.
That's a big mistake. You don't want to throw late over the middle like that into coverage, and that ball should have been intercepted.
Fourth down, and every time on fourth down they've shown that they're going to go for it, then they set up in a punting formation. Let's see what they do here. They line up as if they're going to go for it.
One of these times they're actually going to go for it.
And I think this might be the one. And it is. Man open out of the backfield. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
He might be half a yard shy. This is going to be very close. This might be the ball game. So early right now, but this really, if they don't make it, this really could kill Ygnacio Valley.
He's
going to be about half a yard shy.
Good yard short there, I think, Reza.
You got to make sure you have that first down. Boy, that's tough.
Well, I guess they're going to bring the chains on. Take a look at it, but I think he's short.
Yes. And if indeed he is short, Foothill gets the ball with much of the third quarter, up 14-0 on the enemy 46-yard line. So let's wait and see, though. Still, they have to measure for it.
You know, this is exactly the kind of call I've grown to expect from Tim Murphy. He just goes for things.
He's a gambler.
He's a gambler.
And he's shy.
Oh, man.
About 3 inches. That's two
chain
fourth
rings.
Downs, exactly, that they have not gone by the hair on your chinny chin chin.
Man, and there's not that much hair there. I can't even pluck it.
Well, there's not that many inches there either.
No, man, that's 3 chain links have been the difference between YV and 2 first downs.
You know, so whenever they say football is a game of inches, now you know why.
Yeah, man, it's a game of hair on my chinny chin chin, apparently, as far as you're concerned.
That too, yes. Yeah. Wow. So Foothill does get the ball back. I'm sure Coach Sweeney will want to work on that running game here, chew up some clock. Maybe not. Hopes to throw it. Wants to go big. Maybe wants to put this one away into double coverage. Intended receiver, once again, was Matt Meyer.
And Meyer was doing a little acting downfield. There was a little bit of contact down there, and his shoe came off.
That'll be a problem.
And then he was trying to sell the pass interference, but the Zebras weren't going for it. They were all over that one. A little jocularity there on the YV sideline.
I think one of the guys right there just got called up from JV. Therefore, maybe he doesn't have anything, any of the stickers.
He hasn't earned his labels yet.
Maybe it's budget cuts. You never know.
Yeah. Can't afford the striping anymore.
Second down and 10, 45-yard line. So Foothill went to the kill right there, did not get it. Official timeout on the field right now. And the Foothill fans across the way have to be very pleased with what they've seen thus far.
Yeah, Foothill's offense has done a tremendous job, like we said, of just wearing the clock down. And as a result, YV hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to get anything going. And the opportunities that they've had, they've squandered, to be perfectly honest. They've come up short on a couple of key fourth downs, and it's really costing them so far in the game.
One receiver, 3 running backs, and a tight end. And on the end around, this time it's Gabani, cuts it back inside, gets about 6 or 7, penalty marker down on the play. I've been very impressed with the way the Foothill running backs cut it back inside. They really know how to do that well.
They know which way they're supposed to go. They know that running sideline to sideline doesn't do you a darn bit of good.
Well, if it's not open, you cut it back in. That's what they know.
Yeah, and moving upfield is the whole point of this game. So
on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the flag. Repeat second.
So it's going to be second down and about 17 yards now after a holding call from the spot of the foul, which on that play was downfield a little bit, maybe 4 or 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. Second down and a whole lot. Closer to 18 now. Ball back across midfield at the 48-yard line. Hopes to throw. Fires, and he's drilled. Big-time stick, and
That's
guess
Rob
who?
Harder. Goodness gracious. He brought the house on that one, Reza.
Gabani, look at that.
Gabani, I don't know if he can feel his fingers right now. He got drilled.
He's a little sore right about now.
Well, it looked like Hofs actually held on to the ball just a little bit too long here and gave Harder a chance to close on that play, and Gabani paid for it.
Right in the back.
Harder shows no mercy on defense.
Ball at the 49-yard line of Ygnacio Valley. Third down, 15 yards to go. Hopes to throw. He's got time once again. He's had time all night. Steps up, fires, had his man, incomplete. Gabani would have been about a yard or two shy of the first down, but just could not hang on to it. But Host has had time to throw. I don't know if he's been touched all night.
There has been almost no pressure from the Warriors' defensive front. I wonder what Coach Murphy's going to do about that here in the second half, because they're giving him too much time, and if they continue to do so, he's going to pick them apart. Of course, the receivers have to catch the ball. That's the bottom line.
Fourth down, punting situations. In to kick the ball away will be Andy Sullivan. Back to receive, Quinones and Smith. Good snap. Good kick, although it's low, it'll take a bounce, a reverse bounce, and not a very good kick after all.
That was a great YV bounce right there. That's what that was.
21 yards in the kick, no return. Ygnacio gets the ball back in pretty decent shape out across the 30-yard line with 8:10 left to go in the third quarter. They trailed by 2 scores, 14-0. Maxwell Green and Tim Murphy talking things over. And Ygnacio really has to start putting things together on offense.
They got to move the sticks here, Reza. They got to get something going.
They have not been very consistent whatsoever.
I think they've had 2 first downs.
They had one good
Something
drive
like
in the first half, but besides that, it's been pretty much 3 downs and outs.
Yeah, they have not looked good on offense.
Maxwell Green, handing off. Hicks trying to bounce it outside. Good pursuit and a great time tackle. Big time tackle.
You can hear the YV sideline screaming for the face mask there, but I think that was a good non-call.
Matt Meyer, you know, they've shown us that play over and over again. They have not been effective whatsoever, and yet they keep on going back with this play.
Well, I think they're trying to spread the field here a little bit, Reza, because Foothill is bunched up in the middle because they know that the Warriors primarily run between the tackles. And that means that they can crunch up in the middle, get all their guys up near the line, and stop the run there. So YV's got to do something to spread the field out a little bit, and maybe that's all that is.
A gain of a couple of yards, second down and 8. Ball at the 31-yard line. Toss back. Quinones. Haven't called his name too much. Bounces off a tackle, but not before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice
Got about
cutback
5
by
or 6
Quinones
more.
there.
Yeah, very solid runner.
He cut upfield and saw there was nothing there. You can see it right here.
Again, a nice block by the quarterback.
Yeah, Green, he throws some hellacious blocks.
Yeah, took out big old number 72 that time. Billy Lindholm, 6 foot, 200-pounder. Nice tattoo by your guy, Harder.
Hey, Rob Harder, yeah. Got a little tribal action going there.
3rd down and 1. A big play now. Toss back. Quinones, and he got nothing, and he'll not like it.
No. He got nothing, and Foothill liked it. They are at the point of attack every time on these running plays.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you got to go direct shots, and I'm surprised Tim Murphy. I don't want to question his calls, but boy, when you have a 3rd and 1, you just can't
go
do
straight
that,
up the
especially
gut.
when a team's been exactly. You got to go north and south, direct shots, not east and west.
And they've got some tough runners. They've got some great running backs on this team.
And Foothill stopped those kind of runs all night. So on 3rd and 1, why do you keep on doing it?
Every play where the Warriors are moving laterally has not resulted in much for them.
Double reverse. First down and then some. Look out in the open field. Smith, he may go. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. They're never going to get him. Touchdown. Ignacio's right back in it.
That was the big play they were waiting for, Reza.
61 yards.
Wow.
Wow is right, and they're right back in it. Great call, Coach Murphy.
He was setting us up. He set everybody up on that one, Reza. They were doing nothing. Boom.
We really have not seen that play all night long. We saw it a lot in the pregame. And I was thinking to myself, boy, that's going to be a tough play to call when two running backs hand the ball off in the double reverse. But that one worked to perfection, and it got him back in the game. Mosier now on for the point after try. Putting it down will be Joe Cowan. The snap, the spot, the kick, it is up, and it is good. 6:34 left to go, 3rd quarter. We get ourselves a ball game. 14-7, the North Coast Section 3A semifinals. And here's your replay. Well,
and you can see here at the end of the play, Smith is opening up yardage.
And Maxwell Green doing a nice job of guiding his team downfield. And that was a 4th and 1 play, by the way.
Hey, they finally capitalized on 4th and 1. They've been due. I mean, 3 chain lengths prevented them from getting 2 separate 4th down plays converted. And boom, Dante Smith just exploded.
Well, back to receive now for Foothill will be Strickler and Gabani. Moser will kick the ball away. And Ygnacio now with some life. They're back in this thing and have to feel pretty good about themselves.
Well, they got a couple of good defensive stops, and they finally ran that little dipsy-do reverse up the middle, and Smith made it count.
High kick, but it's short. It's Gabani from his own 17-yard line. Breaks a tackle out across the 30 to 35. And that's where he stopped, at the 35-yard line. Pasquale with the tackle. And Foothill now with the ball back. Another big defensive series coming up for Ignacio's defense. Foothill now, they really have to get something put together to keep that ball away from Ygnacio and keep their defense off the field.
Yeah, it looks like the Warriors offense woke up on that last series. And if their defense can stuff Foothill here, they've got a chance of getting right back in this game.
Handoff, Anderson broke a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Quinones got there to disrupt things, force him back inside, had some friends waiting for him. McFarland, among others, there to make the stop. Only a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, sometimes all it takes is a hand on the thigh pad to break the rhythm of the running, and that's what Quinones got there, and got some help from his buddies on the defensive line.
Adalaha Adusan.
That's your favorite name, isn't it?
Getting better and better every time I see him play. 2nd down and 6. Posts a throw. Fires it complete. No, incomplete. Dropped by Anderson. Penalty marker also down. Foothill looking much more sloppy here in the second half than they did in the first half.
Yeah.
Illegal shift. 2-minute motion at the same time. against White.
And what do? Decline? If I'm Coach Murphy, I'm declining this, forcing a third down.
Well, Foothill's been living on this. Oh, yeah, you can see the motion there.
It is declined.
Is it declined?
Indeed it was. While we were checking out that replay, I was checking out the official. And he said it declined. Decline it is. 3rd down and 9 coming up now. A big play, and listen to this. Ygnacio fans in the game finally for the first time tonight.
Yeah. And happy to be there.
The press box shakes for the first time
Yeah,
tonight.
we're rumbling up here.
A rumble in the jungle.
Ooh. Very nice.
Here we go. Couple receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Slip back full formation. Hopes to throw straight back in the pocket. Fires it out. Could be intercepted. Knocked away. A big defensive hold, and guess who? Our favorite guy. Absolutely, you said it.
Adelaha Edeusan. Well, Hopes was just holding this ball a little bit too long, and the defense had time to recover. Whoa, that's a dangerous pass.
Very much so.
Edeusan was wide open all the way to the end zone if he catches that ball.
Yeah, it was a little high. He did a wonderful job, though, just batting the ball out of there. 4th down punting situation. Ygnacio should get the ball back in pretty good shape here. Foothill to boot the ball away. High snap. Gathered in well. Nice kick, the best of the night. Fielded and dropped right away. Scottford Garthwaite. 14-7 is our score. 3rd quarter, 5:06 left to go.
Well, Garthwaite, that's a brave catch right there. He did a good job of fielding that ball and keeping it from bouncing downfield, but dangerous. He could have gotten popped there.
First down and 10. 30-yard line. Ygnacio with the ball. They are 1 score away from tying this thing up. They trailed 14-zip at the half. It's 14-7 right now, having scored on their first drive in the second half. Trying to bounce it outside. Hicks, look out in the open field. Cross midfield to the 45, and they keep on going that play, and it's finally worked.
It's finally, I think that big run by Smith up the middle may have opened up that outside lane for Hicks. And there was nobody home.
And I'll tell you what, they ran that play from the far hash. Usually when they've been running that play, it's been the near hash, so they don't have much of the field to work with. That time, they gave him enough real estate to turn the corner, and he did. And he used his speed.
That's an astute observation there,
Coach Reza,
my friend.
Thank you.
Finally ran it to the wide side of the field, and it worked.
I didn't get a minor in coaching for nothing. Misdirection. On first down, they get a couple on that double reverse that scored the touchdown last time around, and got him a couple this time. Maybe actually now they mark him back to the line of scrimmage, so got him nothing.
Is it a minor in coaching, a major in underwater basket weaving?
Basket weaving, yeah. No, I got a major actually in cooking pizza. Yeah, exactly. Trained by the people over at Restaurante Pascual.
Rocco's?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. You were trained by some of the best.
I was.
Those guys cook up a mean pizza pie.
Indeed they do. Second down and 10. First man through. Look at this. Quinones bouncing to the outside, and he may go. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Maybe. Now they mark him out of bounds the 1.
Wait, one of them says touchdown.
He was in. Believe me, folks, he was in.
The ball was in.
If I can see it from up here.
And you're the coach.
I got the minor in coaching.
Well, you can.
Oh, it's a clip. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
They call a clip, but it's got to be.
Boy, you can see Quinones was just motoring down the field here.
Let's see if he got in.
And I think he did. I think he stretches the ball out here and gets it in.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
a touchdown.
How could you not see that?
Of course, it doesn't matter because of the clip, but I didn't see the clip, incidentally, on the
during the run.
On the replay.
On the offense, 15 yards from the spot, first down, we in or out.
Ball is going to be the 16-yard line, and all of a sudden, the running game for Ygnacio opens up and opens up big. Quinones sparingly used in that first half. It's been one of the go-to guys here in the third quarter, and what a ball game we have here. North Coast Section 3A semis. First man through, Smith pounding his way, and it's actually Quinones, not Smith. He got about 6 yards, and boy, he sure knows what to do with the ball when he gets it inside the tackles, doesn't he?
That's for sure. He heads straight towards the end zone like he's supposed to. He doesn't mess around with running towards the sidelines or any little dipsy-do moves. He just runs right straight ahead and dares people to tackle him.
14-7 our score. Foothill on top by 7. Ygnacio trailing, 2nd down and 3 here. Once again, first man through gets the ball. Going to be very close to a first down, maybe about a half a yard shy. Good job by the Foothill defense. It has to be tired. They've been on the field for much of this third quarter, and Quinones, talk about being tired. Look at the poor guy just limping off the field.
Well, he's probably still sucking wind from that run that he took to the house.
And he's also played defense much of the football
he's been
game.
playing a lot of defense.
Look at that. They're going for the football and nothing doing.
Man, he is a tough runner, though. He kept driving his feet and hopped over for another yard.
He did indeed. First down and goal, Ygnacio Valley. Harder, the lone man in the backfield right now. Smith and Hicks are the wingmen. And it's Harder who gets the ball and maybe got a yard. 2nd down and goal. Good job by the interior defense of Foothill. There to make the stop was a nose tackle, Mike Lindholm. 5'8", 195-pounder, a senior.
5'8", 195.
Yeah.
He's stocky, huh?
Yeah, and he gets off the ball quickly.
Yeah,
a lot of times you want your
sure
nose
does.
tackle to, you don't want him to be that big because they can get off the ball and disrupt things.
And he did it on that play, that's for sure. Harder didn't have anywhere to go.
Short and stocky is right. 2nd down and goal. Smith on the double end around. Double reverse, if you want to call it.
The daily double?
The daily double, 150. That daily double has scored a 61-yarder last time around. And here we go.
You can see Smith got a nice block from Harder there to seal that little opening, and that got him a couple more yards. But again, the YV running backs are doing a nice job of picking their way through that defensive front of the Falcons.
3rd and goal to 4, and we're in 2-down territory here. 14-7, third quarter, 1:25 and counting left to go. Green under center. Hands the ball off, first man through, didn't get a whole lot, and he won't like it. And that time, it happened to be, let's see, who was that?
It was Quinones again. You know, Reza, I wouldn't be surprised if they faked that little inside handoff and took one to the outside here, like that one that we saw Skip Hicks get 25 yards on.
You know, we really have not seen Green take off for the football.
Yeah, it looks like a naked bootleg would work here as well.
4th down, and here's a huge play in this football game. Penalty markers down, though, before it gets underway. And this could be trouble. But coaches on Ygnacio clapping as if it might be against Foothill, but I don't know. Let's wait and see. This is a huge call in this football game.
Dead ball, encroachment
Wow.
on the defense.
Wow.
Half the distance to the goal remains. 4th down.
Coaches knew what they were clapping at.
They sure did. Let's see. Oh, yeah,
There
you
you
can
go.
see the on the end there.
The right side defensive end. Jumped prematurely. Number 43, I believe.
Look, was it 43 or 13? Could have been Curtis Tuggle. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like number 13. Which is an odd number for a defensive lineman, but
Here we go from the 1-yard line. 4th down and goal. Pitch back in the end zone. Touchdown! Hicks! And we're 1 point after away from tying this thing up. Ygnacio with the monstrous comeback at home. Somewhat at home.
well, it's their home field. Their home fans are here, that's for sure, and they're making themselves felt.
Their step home.
Step home?
Yeah, does that make sense? Kind of step away from campus. A little short drive, and a player is down on the field. This does not look very good as he lies motionless face down. And all of a sudden,
He got quiet.
Now he
here
rolls
really
over a
fast.
little bit. Yes, it did. It got quiet in a hurry here, but now he's rolled over.
Is that Smith?
And everyone taking a knee down. Yeah, it is pretty. This does not look very good, but I'm sure he's going to be okay, and he will be okay.
All right. Oh, it's Quinones.
Quinones.
Looks like he's limping a little bit.
Boy, he should get the Dan Albano Award tonight.
He is
Mr. Courageous, Mr. Tough, all the
doing
above.
a yeoman's job out there. He's playing great on both sides of the ball. Tough yardage on offense and throwing some vicious licks on defense.
And he was a fun guy to watch in the pregame warm-ups, too.
Oh, he's pumped up.
Yeah.
He's pumped up.
Okay, he was pumping himself up. All right, here we go. This is a very important point. After try, they got in there, did Foothill, and this is wide. It's wide. Mosier did not get it. They had pressure on him. And he pulled it left. It's 14-13 now. 16 seconds left to go. And boy, look at this. Well, here's a replay of the touchdown, and then hopefully we get the replay of the point after as well as Hicks steps it back in for the touchdown. And so it's 14-13.
Oh.
Talk about mistakes.
Yeah, were we
talking
talking about
that from the get-go?
We talked about special teams and we talked about mistakes from the beginning of the game, and that was a mistake on special teams there. They let a couple of Falcons into the backfield on the kick, and it cost them. It looked like their timing was a little bit off on the PAT there. It didn't look like I don't know, it looked a little bit out of joint, Reza, and as a result, they just pulled it wide.
And I think you have to credit much of that to Foothill for getting in there and disrupting things.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They had two men diving at the football. Mosier now will boot the ball away. Ygnacio still has a lot to build on after that touchdown, now just trailing by one. A nice kick this time, and is fielded by Strickler. Strickler makes a tackle, and he falls down, or else he still might be running. And great open field tackle that time
by Kevin Foster.
Kevin Foster
just got a hand on him, and it was enough. Oh, you can see Strickler's not happy with himself. He knew he had some running room, and Kevin Foster did just enough to disrupt his running rhythm to knock him down. And that field might be a little bit slippery tonight with all the moisture in the air. The fog is definitely leaving some dew on their ass, and that might have helped to make that tackle.
From the 23-yard line, first down and 10. Foothill has been very quiet in this half. Inside handoff. And it goes to Gabani. And this could very well be the final play. It will be the third quarter, and what a third quarter for Ygnacio. Down by 14. They scored 13 to pull within one. At the end of 14-13, the North Coast Section 3A finals, semifinals, as you say. We'll be back with the fourth quarter and what proves to be a dandy after this.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 100.
The fourth quarter underway now. Running play up the middle. Anderson off the left side. And he gets maybe a couple yards close to a first down. Might be inches shy. Let's wait and see where they mark the ball. The fourth quarter underway. 14-13 our score. What has turned out to be just a fantastic football game here between two solid football teams.
It was a sleeper there in the first half, but it's erupted here. YV is making a game of it.
First down run indeed across the 32 near the 33. And that's the first down this half by Foothill. 11:30 left to go in the football game. Foothill on top by one with the ball. Pass complete. Out of the backfield. It goes to Gabani. He'll have about 4 or 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. And again, Mike Host very comfortable throwing those quick out routes.
Yeah, he looks good on those short outs. And he throws a nice deep ball, too. He just has had a little bit of bad luck. It looked like Gabani was limping a little bit after that play, and maybe he got a little hip pointer. He's holding his hip.
Penalty on the play. Let's wait and see what it is.
Pass interference against the offense. Illegal man blocking downfield.
Ooh. Maybe a legal pick, something like that.
Interesting. Interesting. That's sort of a rare call. Let's see if we can take a look at it.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A legal pick indeed.
Looks like somebody was blocking Adelaha Adeusan illegally downfield.
You're getting very good at that, too.
And we'll have none of that.
And they will not like it either.
That's right. But like I was
second down and a whole lot. That's a 15-yard penalty, so it's 2nd and 25. That was a huge play.
Huge penalty. Yeah, but as I was saying, Gabani seems to have turned into their go-to guy here in the game, and it looked like he got hit right on the hip at the end of that play by Joe Cowan, and maybe he's got a little pain in there. That could be a big deal.
Ygnacio has Foothill right where they want him. Middle screen set up very dangerously, and it's complete. Boy, that could have been intercepted. That was scary. Getting the heat on the quarterback that time was Ygnacio, and they disrupted that play, but credit Foothill for completing this play. Credit big old number 79 getting upfield.
Credit Luck for completing that play, I think. Man, that was a little floater over the middle, and that's a very dangerous pass.
Nathan Mora, 6'4", 270-pound, applying the heat.
That's a big guy, and he was getting up into Hove's face.
Yeah, but Hove himself is 6'5", 235.
Huge quarterback.
2nd down, half a mile. Straight back to throw. Fires it downfield. Has his man about a yard shy of the 1st down. And it's complete to Meyer.
Okay.
Boy, on 2nd down and a bunch, maybe 2nd and 23, they got 22.
You know what? Ugh, I hate this. I hate the prevent defense, because all it does is prevent you from winning. They went into a prevent on that long play, and everybody dropped back and gave huge cushions. Well, if you give that big of a cushion, they're going to take it. It's only 2nd down. I don't like the defensive call on that play, Reza.
And Coach Murphy not too pleased either, obviously.
Clearly.
3rd down and a half a yard now, and this is a huge, huge play in this football game. Single setback right now behind Host. Gets a call, and I'm not sure he got there. He did not. But the spot looks pretty good, but I still don't think he got there. The handoff that time went right up the gut to Strickler, and Strickler got nothing. And Quinones celebrating right now, and he likes what he sees.
He's fired up. I like watching him roam around the field.
Yeah, he is a gamer.
Yeah.
He's going to be shy.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think he'll be shy by the hair on your chinny chin chin either. This is going to be a good.
Yeah.
This will be a good foot or two.
But still not as long as the hair on the chinny chin chin of our cameraman down there.
Whoa, boy, look at this. It was. Oh, this is going to be very close.
Oh, this is, if they
much closer than I thought.
I thought that was 3rd down.
I thought that was 3rd down, too.
We missed something.
So 4th and 1, they went for it. Well, they didn't get it. It's so a in shot. Actually, that was by the hair on your chinny chin chin short.
And, yeah, as a result of a really horrible spot by the officials there.
They
gave him a good half yard on that spot.
I told you from the get-go that he was stopped shy, but the spot from the official along the way, I'm like, oh my goodness, he's giving him a full yard. And nevertheless, justice has been served, and here's Hicks bouncing to the outside. He's been very effective all of a sudden, juking his way. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards when it looked like there was not a whole lot there. So Foothill goes for it on their own end of the field. They do not get it. Ygnacio holds, and now they have the football. And now look at the officials. They're talking something over. Let's wait and see what they're talking about.
Hold 22.
Holding.
Sounded like holding.
Holding against the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, 1st down.
And unfortunately, I heard that number. He said 22. Uh-oh. Perhaps the first wrong thing he's done all night.
Yeah.
So a 10-yard penalty.
That's costly. That is a costly penalty.
And there it is right there, 22 on the hold. And that's, I don't know about that.
Looked like a pretty good, solid block
That looks like
to me.
a great block to me. Oh, my goodness. But every now and then you're going to get a call like that. So you just move forward. Still first down. First down and about 17 yards. Ball right at midfield. We are in the fourth quarter of a 14-13 game. 10 minutes exactly left to go. Play action fake. He wants to throw. Has a man across the field. And he one-hopped it to him. Smith, the intended receiver. And I'm sure Foothill's defense surprised every time they see Maxwell Green back to throw.
Aren't you?
Third throw tonight. Yeah, I am too. And maybe the way he threw the ball that time, maybe that's why they don't throw that much.
Yeah, he had a receiver wide open there, and all he had to do was put a little bit of air under the ball and let his receiver run to it because there was a wide open field out in front of him to
Second down and a whole lot now. Ygnacio not really known for being able to convert on long yardage situations, and right now they're faced with one. Second down, 17 yards. Double wing offense, double reverse. Smith coming to the near side. Can he get a block from Quinones? He does! Still on his feet. Great running. Look at them. Wow. Down to the 40-yard line. He got 10 yards when it looked like he might get 2.
Well, this is an individual effort by Smith. He gets a great block from Quinones, and then he starts to make things happen for himself. Here's Quinones, hustles out to pick up the block, and then Smith busts it up inside, breaks 2 tackles there.
3.
And there's another one.
4. 5.
And then it finally takes
6.
It's the 6th hit. He finally goes down. That's
very impressive.
That is nice. I like it.
And actually got 13 now. 13 yards, so it's third down and 7. Ball is now at the 40-yard line. Clock at 9:35 left to go. Ygnacio down by 1. A missed point after on their last touchdown is the difference in this football game. Foothill led 14-0 at the half. Ygnacio scored 13 third-quarter points. Here's Hicks trying to bounce it outside. He's tripped up, and a great open field tackle by Foothill's Brandon Strickler. And it looked like Hicks might have had a shot at the first down. It's fourth down, and I think Ygnacio might go for it here.
Hicks here does the first thing that I've not liked from the YV offense too much, which was he took a little bounce backwards, backfield. And I hate to see people running backwards on the football field. He was lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage there.
Fourth down, 7, maybe 6. A big play for Ygnacio. Likewise for the Foothill defense. Both teams dig in. Green, double reverse. Smith trying to pick up some blocks. Good pursuit by Foothill, and he's not going to go anywhere. Foothill has held on a great defensive play, and they will get the football back. And they were ready for that play. And the fans across the way like what they saw.
Well, you can see here that, like you said, Smith was waiting for some blockers to come out. Unfortunately for him, the Falcons had more tacklers than he had blockers out on that side of the field. And there was just nowhere for him to go.
Once again, I'd like to thank Rocco's Pizzeria for their generous donations and a sensational job all season long for our high school game of the week.
They've kept us going, and we really appreciate it.
First down and 10. Foothill with the football. Inside handoff. And going nowhere is Craig Gabani. Little misdirection action by the Foothill Falcons. That maybe lost them even a half a yard. Second down and 10 upcoming here. And slowly but steadily, the clock becomes a factor in this football game. Now inside 8 minutes in the fourth quarter of a one-point game, 14-13, the team in white on top. There's our story. On second down, Hofs, play action, looks, flushed out, fires. Should have been caught, incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Matt Meyer.
Right.
Meyer, who scored a second quarter touchdown.
I think that number 42, Ian Anderson, was his primary target on that play out in the flat over on our side of the field. And he was just so well covered that Hofs had to figure out a different route and tried to force one down the field. But boy, he threw that ball with a little zip on it.
Third down, a little bit more than 10, 10 and a half. Big play for Ygnacio. 5 at the line of scrimmage. Here they come. Complete. Well shot of the first down. About 4 yards short. It's going to be 4th and 4 in a punting situation for Foothill. And the punting team indeed comes in. It was complete to Meyer, but Meyer caught it about 5 yards shy of the first down.
If you need 10 yards, why run a 5-yard pattern? I'm not clear on that.
Nice defensive play that time by Joe Callan. Really haven't called his name a whole lot tonight. And Callan and Quinones now back to receive this punt. And Foothill's Andy Sullivan will boot the ball away. 7 minutes left to go in this football game. The North Coast Section 3A semifinals. Foothill and Ygnacio Valley. High kick into the fog. I lost it just a bit. Gets a positive roll for Foothill. The Falcons will down it inside the 20 at the 18-yard line, thus meaning Ygnacio 88 yards away from pay dirt. And they have the football now. 6:47 left to go. And today's game is being brought to you by Rocco's Restaurante Pizzeria, the best pizza in the East Bay, hands down.
Fast becoming my favorite pizzeria.
ParamountTechnology.com, right behind Tower Records, and I'd like to thank them very much for their generous donations all season long as well. First down and 10, 18-yard line. Here's a double handoff inside. Smith breaking tackles, hurtling over would-be tacklers. He got about 6 or 7 yards.
Well, he gets a block from Rob Harder here, but boy, they are fancy with that ball in the backfield. A couple of quick little tosses there, and then Smith just hopping and skipping his way downfield. That's a nice bit of running by him.
Yeah, it looked like he was jumping some rope, huh?
He probably does that just to stay fresh. Like Rocky. Rocky was on today. Chasing chickens, hopping rope.
Inside handoff. Smith again on 2nd down and 3. Got maybe 1 or 2. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Quinones checks in the game. And a huge 3rd down conversion try coming up.
Yeah, they don't want to have to go for another 4th down. Not this deep in their own territory. And they're getting to the point where they need to keep this ball. They can't afford to punt it again, I don't think.
We have had our share of excitement here in the second half, haven't we?
That is true.
Here's a handoff inside. Nothing doing.
Well, let's see what the spot shows.
I don't even think they need a spot because they lost a half a yard. And indeed, 4th down and 2. Instead of 4th and a yard and a half, it's 4th and 2. Coach Murphy, I think he's going to have to punt the ball away. Although he'll probably line up right now as if he's going to go for it. I don't think he can take this chance. He's got to give his defense one more shot. 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, the defense has been superb in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't allowed Foothill anything
on
offense. So
4th and 2.
Looks like they're going for it.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are.
And they're trying to get Foothill to jump.
Maybe they're not.
And the Falcons were too stoic for them. They
Smart play. Tell us what you think about our broadcast, the AT&T Broadband East Bay High School Game of the Week. I'd like to know what you think, and you can call us at 925-933-6264. 933-6264, and hopefully next week we will bring you what should be a fantastic showdown. Las Lomas and Miramani, if they should both prevail. Miramani certainly has. They won 14-0. My alma mater's in it. 14-0 over Camp Lindo, the rivals.
Don't gloat.
Las Lomas.
It's not becoming, Reza.
Las Lomas playing Piedmont tonight. And those two teams played earlier this year, and Miramani won on the last second play.
Well,
Las Lomas has only lost to Miramani.
That's right. And Las Lomas played Piedmont actually to start the season and beat them pretty handily at Piedmont. So tonight was a rematch of the first game of the season for those two teams. And for one of them, it's going to be the last game of the season. And I'll be honest with you, Reza, I'd be very surprised if Las Lomas lost that game. Actually, I'm hoping that they won because I really look forward to a rematch between Miramani and Las Lomas. That should be a terrific matchup.
This could be our ball game here. 4th and a yard and a half. Double reverse. They're going to have it. Smith gets it. Very impressive. Ygnacio with a huge 4th down conversion.
Boy, they look like they're playing the old shell game with the ball in the middle there, don't they? Who's got the ball? Where's the queen? They're just flicking that ball around, and nobody knows where it is. And then Smith comes up with it and runs straight ahead. Nice job. Got a nice little hole there and got the first down. They really needed that.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Indeed, it is a huge play. 4:40 left to go in this football game. Toss back. Hicks got some blockers, trying to get to the outside, and he tripped up as he gets to the 40. Still got 5 yards out of it.
Boy, he is quick.
Indeed, he is.
Man, if he can get some blockers and get into the open field, he could really bust one. Watch the speed of Hicks. He really explodes through the hole here. Gets a block there.
From his quarterback again.
Yeah, Max Green, good blocker.
Yeah, he's one of the best blockers I've seen, despite the fact that he's a quarterback.
Yeah, really. I mean, he gives the body up on every play.
Puts his head down. Nice.
Not to mention the fact that he runs over to the sideline all the time.
And I bet he works out with the offensive line.
He must be the most physically fit member of this offense.
Toss back. Great job by Smith. He nearly lost it. Not a great toss, and now he's gang tackled and driven backwards, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
That was what I was talking about earlier, Reza. When Green knows he needs to get in and get a block, sometimes his pitches get a little errant, and that's what happened there. He was looking upfield for the block, and Smith did a great job of corralling that ball with one hand. And I think at this point, Tim Murphy is just happy they still have the ball.
3rd down and 5. No doubt about it. It's 2-down territory here. 3:20 left to go, and this is it. I mean, this is a series they have to score on, or else the season and the career of Tim Murphy is over. Play action fake. Hit the ball well. Has a man wide open out there, and he fell down. And the ball was going to be short anyway.
Oh, no.
Maxwell Green.
That was an incredible fake.
Sorry for him.
That was just a great ball fake. He tucked it on his hip. You'll see it here. This is just a great
Warren.
fake.
Look at this. Yeah,
nobody knows he has the ball. He had all the time he needed.
Oh, look at that
and
duck.
It looked like the ball slipped out of his hands, and then
oh my goodness.
And then the receiver slipped off of his feet.
Whole lot of slipping going on.
That was
there.
A comedy of errors.
Oh my goodness. I feel so
that
bad.
Could have been
for
it.
those guys.
That could have been it right there. That could have been 6 because there was nobody there to tackle him.
Feel bad for that guy too.
No, he's gritting his teeth right now.
4th down 5. Passing situation. He's flushed. Almost brought down. Gets away. Steps up. Fires. Quinones down there. Incomplete. Knocked away. Foothill has held. And a great job by Matt Meyer knocking that ball away. And that might be it, but there's still 3:04 left to go. Boy, that was tough.
Well, Green did a great job of stepping away from the pressure here. The fake wasn't as effective as the first one, and Foothill got into the backfield, got a hand on him, and then as soon as he threw it, I knew it was too long. He just sailed that ball, and Quinones couldn't do anything to catch it.
Curtis Tuggle applying the heat, and really all Foothill needs to do is get a first down, and they're going to move to the championship game here. 2 tight end in the game right now. Anderson off the left side, pounding his way, got about 6 yards, and Ygnacio has to start thinking about using some timeouts here. I believe they have 2 left. Clock now at 2:50 and counting left to go. I think they're going to save their timeouts. And here's a replay. Nice blocking, just a jumbo package that time. And Quinones brought him down from behind with help from Harder and also Callan. So 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain. And Foothill just hanging in there, and looks like they're going to come away here.
Well,
barring a miracle.
Still 2.5 minutes left, Reza. That anything can happen here.
Handoff. Anderson. Nothing. Maybe a half a yard. And still no timeouts being used because I believe they only have 1 or 2 left.
Well, this one's going to come down to the 2-minute warning here, I think.
If there is a 2-minute warning.
Is there a 2-minute warning?
No, there's not.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Can't count on that.
3rd down and 4. 2 minutes exactly left to go. Now inside 2 minutes. So you're right. They still have a chance should they hold on the next couple plays, but they're not really a passing team. So I think it was last drive or bust. And they did not convert on the last drive.
Well, you certainly can't fault the YV defense at all. They've played a tremendous half of football.
Indeed, they have. trying to get to the outside. They're going to be shy of the first down as Strickler trying to turn it upfield. Now they want to call a timeout, and they will get the ball back with 1:32 left to go. In fact, they'll have to punt the ball away or kick it away with 1:32. So Ygnacio should get the ball with about 1:20 left to go in this football game, but they will probably have to go about 80 or 85 yards.
Yeah.
Unless they could block this punt here.
A whole bunch of field to go.
And tonight's AT&T Broadband East Bay High School Game of the Week is being brought to you by Rocco's Restaurante Pizzeria. Delicious.
Man, I haven't had a bad slice of pizza from them.
ParamountTechnology.com.
And the ParamountTechnology.com replay, which is a lot of fun. We really enjoy having that technology available. We appreciate that.
1:32 left to go.
We also enjoy having that pizza available. Really enjoy that.
Indeed. Yum, yum, delicious. That makes sense? Yum, yum, delicious?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
You're the coach.
All right, here we go.
They're going for it.
They're going for it. Wow.
Well,
maybe they'll try to get him to jump off sides. I don't know if I agree with this call. Under center still, barking out the signals. I don't know if he's going to snap it. I don't think so.
Okay, when is it too much time?
Yeah, right about now.
Yeah.
I mean, good try, but I think Ygnacio, with a coach like Tim Murphy, I don't think they're going to jump off sides. I think they have a lot of discipline, and they're certainly not going to jump off sides.
No, you could see they were champing at the bit, and they wanted to jump, but they're too well-disciplined a team to fall for that old trick. Nothing up my sleeve.
5-yard penalty, punting situation. Now what they need here is a big return, or maybe even a block kick. Punting the ball away for Foothill would be Andy Sullivan. No return men back except for Smith.
Smith, and he's short.
And he's like, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Snap is good. The kick is good. And no one back there. That's dangerous. And that's going to go in the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback with 1:25 left to go. So it ain't over until it's over.
That's original, Reza. You come up with that on your own?
It's a good song.
You don't need any fat ladies, do you? Get them up here singing? No?
Bonbons. All right. So it is not over yet. Still a bit of life left for the Ignacio Valley Warriors and Coach Tim Murphy. So what a way to end his career, huh? It's going to come down to this. So does he move on to a championship game, or his career, his stellar career here at Ignacio Valley, come to an end? And there he is before he goes to Clovis East.
Clovis East.
To throw, he fires. McFarland, intended receiver, and that might have been one of the better throws we've seen from him tonight. McFarland just had a late break across the middle. 2nd down and 10. You know, if I'm Ygnacio, I'm going to try to find a way to get Smith the football in the open field. Maybe a screen or pitcher and lateral or something.
Either Smith or Hicks, I think. Those
or
two
double reverse.
Those two guys are the explosive guys on this. They could go 80 yards for a score here. And you need to put the ball in their hands and give them a chance to do it.
They're 80 yards away from the end zone. They need 1 point. They're down by 1 point, I should say. They need a field goal or a touchdown. The out route intercepted, and this one's over. Foothill comes up with a huge pick. He threw it into double coverage. And here's a good look.
Yeah, well, Green hasn't looked great throwing the ball all night, and here he's just trying to do too much. Throws it right into double coverage. And Foothill comes away with the interception to seal the deal. They can basically run out the clock here.
All they need to do is just kneel on the ball a couple times. 1:17 left to go in this football game. Ygnacio certainly has had a wonderful football season.
Sure, they've got nothing to be ashamed of.
Not by any means. Foothill will advance and play Granada. Granada, the number 1 seed in the 3A, 12-0. Ignacio Valley will fall to 8-3. Foothill improves to 11-1. And 1:10 left to go now.
You know, YV, was that their last time out, I think?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So next week for us, hopefully it's going to be the 2A finals. Likely at DVC, Diablo Valley College in Pleasant Hill. It's going to be a battle of Marimonti's Matadors and Coach Floyd Burnstead.
Oh, and my mouth is starting to water at the thought of those two teams on AstroTurf, Reza.
In Los Lomas High School.
Holy moly, it's going to be a shootout.
The likes of Dan Albana, Ryan Luke,
Matt Gillen.
Yeah.
Miramonte's got some great offensive stars, too. Hunsucker.
They're going to kneel down, and Ygnacio kind of just standing around on defense. Clock rolls.
That was interesting.
105, 103, 102, 101, 1 minute. Inside 1 minute left to go. Third down and 10. 40 seconds and counting left to go. This could very well be the final snap of this football game, and what a football game has turned out to be. Ygnacio jumps offside, so for the time being, they are still alive.
It's getting a little sloppy down there.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense. Replay third down.
Okay, since Bill has to get out of here, we'll wrap it up in a hurry. Or go to a break and come back and wrap it up. Right? Third down and 5.
Personal foul against the blue.
15 seconds left to go. Ygnacio doing whatever they can to prolong this thing. And they're running out of time now. And Foothill and their fans starting to celebrate along the far side now. 14-13. Foothill led 14-zip at the half. 13 third quarter points, 2 touchdowns in the third quarter, and that's it. The 3A championship game will feature Granada and Foothill. Ygnacio bows out, but not before they put up a great showing. Final score tonight, 14-13, and what a fantastic football game, huh?
Well, that was amazing, Reza. I mean, for it to hinge on that missed extra point is really sort of sad for YV, because they battled back in the second half and made it a tremendous game. And it seemed like they were doing everything that they needed to do to get back in it, and then to blow an extra point to lose it. It's just got to be heartbreaking for them.
And for Tim Murphy, a wonderful, wonderful coaching career comes to a close at Ygnacio Valley, and he will be missed, no doubt about it.
Well, he's moving on to different things. I don't know if you can fairly say bigger and better, but he's moving down south to the
Fresno,
to the Central Valley, prime growing land down there, to Clovis East and Fresno, where he gets to do battle probably with Clovis West, one of the California football powerhouses over the last several years. So that's an unenviable task, but I'm sure he takes it on with relish because he's that kind of guy.
So we're going to step away and come back and wrap things up for Mount Diablo High School. Final score again, 14-13. Foothill moves on. Ygnacio goes home.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa, while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.
Back at Mount Diablo High School in Concord, our final score of 14-13, Foothill over Ygnacio Valley, and Ygnacio Valley's fine season once again comes to a close, but not before a great fight.
Man, they gave it all they had. The defense played a tremendous game for YV tonight, Reza. I was really impressed with the defensive effort by the Warriors tonight. After a few costly mistakes in the first half, gave up 14 points, they came back and shut down the Falcons in the second half. And the Falcons are an impressive offensive team, so that's quite a feat for YV.
And Coach Sweeney and Foothill have to be very happy with the way they performed, especially in that first half. That first half really put them above the top, and they cruised on in for the victory.
And they live to fight another day.
Indeed they are.
And that's what it's all about in the playoffs. It doesn't matter how it looks. As long as you win, you get to play the next time. And hopefully for them, they can do a little bit better job against Granada, but that's a tough football team.
And speaking of next time for us, it's going to be next week. We'll be coming to you from Diablo Valley College in Pleasant Hill. It's going to be Miramonte against a winner of Las Lomas and Piedmont. And whoever should win, hopefully it's Las Lomas. We want to see Las Lomas in there against Miramonte. That's going to be quite a battle.
I like
battle
watching
too.
Las Lomas play.
Boy, that's what we're hoping for. So hopefully we get a chance to bring that one to you.
We'll see you guys next week.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I'd like to thank everyone involved in our broadcast. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times. And by Paramount Technology of Concord, located behind Tower Records. Paramount Technology has been selling and fixing computers for more than 6 years. With in-house customer service and repairs, Paramount Technology is there for you. Thank you, Paramount Technology, for supporting local high school sports in Contra Costa County. You can join the AT&T Broadband Game of the Week team and help support our effort to bring quality local sports to 140,000 cable customers in Central Contra Costa, while highlighting your business during the game. The AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is your opportunity to increase viewer awareness of your business and be a part of the excitement of local hard-hitting football action. If your business is interested, please give us a call, 925-933-6264.